Ooh-wee. Ooh. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Please excuse me. It's kind of bright up in here. It's kind of bright. Hey guys, how are you? Welcome to Taji, the teacher's teacher, Teacher Tuesday. I'm super excited for you to join the party. And yes, I have on my shades because it's a little bright up in here. Why is it so bright? You say, because honey, all I see are people just shining. I see teachers who just doing the thing, okay? They shining so bright, I have to have my shades on during this live session. Ooh, happy Teachers Appreciation to all of the stars who are shining bright, doing the thing, shining in your classrooms, making sure that kids feel seen, heard, and loved. Shout out to you, okay? Shout out to you on this Teachers Appreciation Week. And so, yes, I have on my shades because all I see are shining stars. Yes, I'm talking about you. Okay. I'm talking about you, honey buns. All I see is you shining, honey. And I want to express my gratitude and say Happy Teacher Appreciation Week from Taji, the teacher's teacher, also known as Taji, the CEO of Kid Mystery. So come on in, join the party. Make sure that you are sharing this video to all of the teachers in your life. If you're on Facebook, if you're on LinkedIn, make sure that you are sharing this video because I have some praises and some flowers and some opportunities to share a little love with you and a little light and a few laughs. Okay, because I'm always here to share love, light, and what? Laughs. For you to be able to be successful in your classroom. So again, whew, child, you all not be so bright. I have to come in with my shades on because all I feel is the illumination through here. Yeah, I came. Yeah, I'm with the big energy. Okay, so if you ain't feeling it, let me pour into you. If you don't feel like you bright, that's okay. I'm going to pour into you and give you the opportunity to just receive all of the love, the elevation, the light, everything that you need to rejuvenate yourselves in order for you to feel successful in your classrooms. Okay. So again, welcome to I'm sorry, Teacher Talk on Tuesdays. If you are new to the party, I am Taji, the teacher's teacher, and I am super excited to share some very important information with you because what we're not going to do is sit here and play around with ourselves on teacher appreciation. That's what we're not going to do. We're going to make sure that we feel loved, light, lifted up, and also taking out the time to really smell the flowers because you deserve it. You deserve it, okay? All right, so make sure you're sharing this video to all of your friends, all of the peeps, because I am excited for you and I'm glad that you're able to share to join the party. Now, I don't have much time, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this party started. All right, so again, welcome, welcome, welcome. We're going to refill your cup. We're going to give you real appreciation, real impact. And in case you don't feel appreciated, I'm going to give you some tools of how you can reclaim your light, reclaim that appreciation, reclaim the opportunity to feel as if you're making a significant impact. Okay. All right, during this time. So let's get this going. Now, this is Teacher Talk, Teacher Appreciation, refilling the cup, real appreciation, real impact. Okay. In case you guys may not know, I am Taji, right? Fits. I am the teacher's teacher. I am also the CEO and founder of Kid Mystery, where we are unlocking the science behind learning for all kids. And how do we do that? We do that through supporting teachers. And in case you have not known, I've had the opportunity to work with a few brands that you may think that's very familiar to you. I work with Teach for America, Southern Methodist University, the United Way here in Dallas, because I am based in Dallas, Dallas Independent School District, the Soto Independent School District, and I'm also have partnership with the Wellman Project. I've had the opportunity to truly grow as an educator, grow as a administrator, and now I am the back pocket gym, right? I am that back pocket resource for all teachers so that they can clearly and confidently convert that complex content into clear and concise concepts. Yes, honey, that's what I do. All right. So I am super excited to be here with you tonight. I also want to make sure that you are following us on all of our social media platforms. Make sure that you are on Facebook with Taji, the teacher's teacher. We are also on YouTube. So, the opportunity, in case you are missing the opportunity for you to truly understand like what we have to offer, make sure you go onto our YouTube page. Also, make sure that you are truly looking at our LinkedIn. We have our website up, so www.kidmystery, KID mystery, mystry.com, and you're able to learn more about who we are, what we do, and how much of an impact we are making here in this world of education. So I am super excited to just for you to join the party and to introduce myself to you. Now, I want to share my screen real quick because I want to share a little something. And I'm going to have a quick vulnerable moment with you because, honey, I understand how hard it is and what it really truly feels like as if you're not making an impact, right? Especially as an educator. And so, just a little information about me. I am a science teacher at heart. I've taught over 10 years, over a decade. I've taught science in a middle school, right? Shout out to middle school teachers. You are a special person. You have a special anointing. Everybody, I mean, all teachers are anointed, but middle school. Woo-hoo. Okay, child, I'm praying for you. So, yes, all of my experiences in middle school science. And I've had the opportunity to really reflect today because today I felt like, dang, am I really making an impact? Am I truly pushing the needle? And I remember having the same type of conversation when I was a first year teacher. Now I am in the beginning stages of being an entrepreneur, and I am experiencing that same feeling. And I'm telling you, Minister Chatsworth, I'm gonna tell you, Minister Chatsworth. Yes, what I mean, Chat GPT definitely encouraged me today. And I was like, am I really making an impact? You know, even I'm showing up every week for myself and I'm doing all these different things. And sometimes you just don't feel the outcome that you desire to see, right? And, you know, it's teaching me how to be patient. And I just remember feeling the same way as a first year teacher. And I just wanted to share just a little encouragement for you because it breathed a little light into me. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen real quick so you can see what I'm talking about. All right. So again, I've had the opportunity to share that information with you, but this is what I mean. I mean, this is a real feeling, child. Where is the impact? You feel like you're just waiting left and right, trying to see, okay, is it ever going to show up? I'm sowing all these seeds. I'm doing all these deeds. I'm spending my money. But are the kids really getting it? Am I truly making a difference in the lives of the children that I'm working with? And I understand that feeling because I felt the same way 10 years ago. And I feel the same way now as an edupreneur. And I just want to encourage you that you are. And I'm going to tell you a little quick story. Number one, I need you to understand that sometimes you cannot see the desired outcome. Sometimes your intention and the whole purpose of what you're doing is to just sow the seed, bury it, till the ground. Okay. Sometimes that ground is a little hard. So it's your job to just till it so that it can receive positive information, positive affirmation, and to receive whatever it needs in order to make an impact in that child's life. But that does not necessarily mean that you're going to see the flower bloom. Okay. It's not always guaranteed that. And so I wanted to encourage you because I have a personal story. As a middle school science teacher, I had an amazing student. Her name is Kamisha. Kamisha was one of those kids who really showed up in class, very dedicated, and was really sweet, but she didn't say much of anything. Now, I wish I could tell you that the impact I made in Kamisha's life was through my content, right? Because my lesson planning game is on what? On point. But that's not the case with Kamisha. Kamisha had a very interesting story and very profound story where when she was in the 7th grade, she tragically lost her brother in a car accident who was at the high school. And I remember Kamisha being out of school for almost a month, right? Supporting her family, grieving, processing all the things, right? And I remember as a first year teacher telling my students, you know what, Kamisha, she went through something. We need to be there for her. We are the community for her. So instead of teaching the science content, I want to take out at just 5 minutes for everybody to write Kamisha a note. Let Kamisha know that we're thinking about her. Let Kamisha know and feel that she has a classroom who is loving toward her and who support her through this hard season of her life. So we took out 5 minutes to write Kamisha a few letters. And so I gathered all the letters and I put them inside of a bucket. And when Kamisha came back on her desk, all of those letters were on the desk. And she did not read them at that time, but she was like, wow, this is very, very thoughtful of my classmates. Spring forward, this is 7th grade year. Spring forward, Kamisha becomes the valedictorian of her high school class. Okay? Kamisha becomes the valedictorian of her high school class. And on top of that, my mom actually taught Kamisha in high school. So had it not been for her teaching Kamisha while she was in high school, I probably would have never found out about such a meaningful impact we made in her life. But in her valedictorian speech, Kamisha mentioned that she went through such a hard time grieving her brother. And she recalled one teacher who made sure that her classmates had written her a few letters. And in those letters, it gave her the encouragement to continue to move forward and to make an impact, right? And to continue on in her educational journey. And she literally shouted out Miss Wright and Miss Horns, my mom and myself in her valedictorian speech because she remembered that Miss Wright asked her classmates in the 7th grade to write her the letters, and she still had the letters to this day. Not only is that was that her story, Kamisha also hit me up a few years later because guess what? I had the opportunity to pin Kamisha to become a member in my sorority. So Kamisha became my soror. And I had the opportunity to really pin her and to welcome her into my sorority as a soror because she remembered the impact of multiple teachers who were members of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Not only that, we were able to witness Kamisha graduating as the first generation graduate from college. And so to see Kamisha, where we sowed the seed, we did not know where it was going to go. But over a course of how many years? 10 years. From 2014 to 2024, 10 years in the making, where that small deed, right, that small thoughtful task was influential in her journey as she matriculated through high school and through college. So I'm saying all that to say is that we may not see the impact that we're making immediately, but just know that you are sowing the seed in order for a child to experience something that is amazing, that is opening them up to opportunity, and that eventually you can see the outcome. And it might not take that 1 year, it might not be that second year, it may not be 5 years from them, but it will be potentially 10 years or 15 years where you're able to see the small impact that you made in the life of that child. And I'm super excited. This is just one of the stories and one of the opportunities that I'm sharing with you and letting you know that, you know what? You are making a difference. Okay. So I definitely want to, I hope that really encouraged you. And just know that you are still making a significant impact, okay, in the lives of children. All right. Now, I also I want to make sure that you are clear, and I want to make sure that I pour into you and I give you some resources because it is Teachers Appreciation Week. And I want to make sure that you are shining, that you are feeling confident, and that I'm giving you a few gems with a few laughs as we are going through this Teacher Tuesday, this Teacher Talk Tuesday. All right. So some of the questions are like, how can you reclaim your energy, and how can you truly manifest and pour into yourself? And one of my favorite jokes from Cat Williams, I'm sorry, I'm goofy, but one of my favorite jokes is a Cat Williams joke. And Cat Williams say, how you gonna be mad at somebody else for affecting your self-esteem? It's called self-esteem. You know, I can't say what Kat said. It's called self-esteem. It's self-esteem. It's self for your own self. It's esteem for your own self. Okay. So why are you depending on the immediate gratification of perhaps a principal or perhaps your AP or your teammate or a student? Sometimes you just got to pour into yourself. Sometimes you got to just pat your own self on the back. Hug yourself, validate yourself, remind yourself that you're doing amazing work. Okay. And so that's the first part, is that we got to validate before we see how our outcomes are going to be, because it might be 5 years, 10 years, and all of that. But in the midst of those 10 years, you got to pat your own self on the back. Okay. You got to lift yourself up because you are amazing. Didn't I say, where my shades go? Lord, did I lose them? Anyway, they'll pop up in just a minute because you are a shining star. Okay. You are doing amazing things. You are bright. Here they go. You are bright. Okay. Your gifts are illuminating. Your acts are amazing. And sometimes you have to encourage yourself. Y'all heard that Texas twang, right? You have to encourage yourself. That's how you can, that's one way to show appreciation for yourself and the amazing work that you're doing. Another strategy is to articulate boundaries. Boundaries are appreciation. Okay. I hope now, when I was a first year teacher, I used to stay at the school, I want to say, by 9, 10 o'clock at night. Don't do it. Don't you do that. No, no, no. Don't do it. Okay. Do not stay late at night. And as I became a parent, I definitely had to put some boundaries in place. And what I mean by that, am I going to respond to an email at 5:01? No, I'll respond to that email the following day. That's a boundary in place. Am I going to stay past 5 or 6 o'clock every night, Monday through Friday? Absolutely not. Now, there may be events or something that I've signed up for, but being very clear that I'm not going to stay that late. Boundaries are appreciation. You got to appreciate yourself. Okay. Am I going to sign up for a whole bunch of responsibilities knowing that I'm overwhelmed and already tapped out? Absolutely not. 2 activities. That's all I got in me. Okay. We're not going to be the committee over all the committees. I'm not going to be the committee chair of the year. No. Okay. Only exert yourself in areas where you feel like you can. And if you can't, that's fine. I remember I used to I did a volleyball. I joined a volleyball league when I was teaching. That was the funnest thing ever on Thursdays. And it made me leave that campus on time so I could make it to my volleyball games. And believe it or not, I was on the same team with other teachers and we had a blast. Child, we was spiking that ball and beating it up so hard. Maybe we was taking out all of our frustration on that volleyball. We were beating the snot out of that volleyball, but it was just so fun. Beach volleyball in the middle of a school week. No, I can't commit to anything on Thursdays because I'm doing my volleyball league. You have to create those boundaries to keep the joy in your life, to refresh your energy so that you can show up every single day for your kids. So yes, don't forget about that. Another strategy, number 2, okay, to show appreciation to your what? Self. Like Cat Williams, you need to, it's self-esteem, okay? You need to esteem your own self, especially as an educator. Another way to make sure that you are esteeming yourself and refilling your cup is through naming your impact. Sometimes as teachers we like to, oh, I'm not gonna brag, I'm not gonna share this information. Oh no, I'm not trying to be haughty. It's all about the work, it's all about the kids. Oh no, I'm not gonna do that. Honey, please, you better share the impact that you're making. When you are in that meeting, in that POC, and your kids scored an 80% or higher on a DOL or a exit ticket, when it's time to do highlights of the day, when it's time for you to share a win, your hand needs to be the first one up. Because sometimes you got to esteem your what? Yourself. Raise your hand and share that data. It's okay. Share that your kids got an 80% on their exit ticket. All right. Make sure that your kids know that they are doing well in the class. Make sure you're reaffirming yourself to say, you know what, y'all, we got a 80% on the exit ticket. That's because that's what you had did an amazing job, but you also got a bomb.com teacher. Baby, I used to always remind my kids that they had an amazing teacher in front of them. I had to let them know. And sometimes when you personify that type of confidence, then they appreciate you a little bit more. They do. When you say, listen, I am here. I've been in the game. I have this data to back me up, or I have these gifts and talents. And it's really not about me, but I want you to understand that you got an amazing person in front of you who is willing to go bat for bat to make sure that you are successful. There's nothing wrong with that. Name your impact. Okay? Name your impact. Write it down. Put it in your portfolio. Take a picture of some of the student work that your kids are doing because you had to encourage them in order to do that. Take a picture of that. Add it to your portfolio. You never know. Take photos and capture the moments of your impact. And remind yourself that this is what I do every single day. And my kids are doing amazing work. And sometimes you need to take a snippet of that, put it on your social media, and encourage your family and community to donate to your classroom for the following year. They need to see the impact that you're making. Okay? I'm just saying, sometimes you got to toot your own horn. And it's okay. It is all good. Another thing that I want to encourage you in terms of refilling and rejuvenating yourself is to recenter. Find a way to recenter. Find a way to just sit in silence and be reflective. Okay, sometimes you need to go to a spa day. I was real big on getting my nails done, going to get a pedicure, and just being in that space and recentering myself. Sometimes it's a massage. Sometimes it's just sitting in silence, okay? But make sure that you are recentering who you are. Sometimes you can make a list of wins. List 5 wins, okay? Make a list of that and recenter who you are. Sometimes it's important to just write down, why are you here? I'm an advocate for equity. So I recenter with my why of providing equity because I believe strongly that all kids deserve a quality education. That recenters me. And you're also pouring into yourselves and you're refilling your cup, okay? And so make sure that you're recentering. Another way to do that is to invest into your learning. Now, I became a great teacher not because of making mistakes, which yes, that helps you become a great teacher. But I always position myself in a way to learn. I've always positioned myself to stretch. If there was a PD available, okay, I went to it. Professional development opportunities, I made sure I learned. So some ways, you can learn something and you can stretch yourself and you can build on your own expertise. I think it's amazing. Sometimes you can just learn something on the side. If you are into graphic design, why not capture a free class on Canva? Okay. And eventually that skill can translate into your classroom. So always find an opportunity to plug in and to learn. And if you are that type of teacher, I do want to invite you to just make sure you go to our website where you can join our email list. Okay. So if you go to our website and you go to kitmystery.com. Okay. So if you go to kitmystery.com and you can join our email list, then you will open yourself up to opportunities to join our boot camps and our training opportunities, because this is not the only thing that we provide. This is just my way of connecting to the people. All right, but we do have other learning opportunities for you to truly get the resources that you need and the encouragement and the push as you are really elevating your game. All right. So again, go to kidmystery.com to join our hub and you'll learn more about the communities and all of the resources that we are providing for this upcoming school year. All right. Now, I hope that was helpful because I want you to understand three key things. Number one, make sure that you are filling your cup. Make sure that you are aware that you're just sowing a seed sometimes. You may not see that it's flourishing in the way that you would like to see, but also be aware that as you are continuing to remind yourself and building up your confidence, that you're reminding yourself of how bright and illuminating you truly are. Do not be shy about what you have achieved. Do not be shy about what you're doing in your classrooms, and use that as the fire you need to encourage you through this tough work. It's not easy and it's very tough. But at the end of the day, you have to love on yourself, encourage yourself, make sure that you are connecting with other people of like-mindedness. And y'all are iron sharpening iron and getting better, and not only becoming a better person, but becoming a better teacher and becoming a better colleague and becoming a better human being. Okay. Now, again, I hope this was helpful. I hope this was an opportunity for me to just pour into you and just to remind you of how bright you truly are. Child, I can feel the illumination through the screen. Okay. You are doing amazing work. And I don't want you to forget about that. I want you to understand that at the end of the day, you were predestined for a time such as this. You are meant to show up every single day in your classrooms and make a significant impact of the lives of the students that you have encountering and that you are encountering on a day-to-day basis. And you got it. And so, yes, you may get pizza parties, you may get cookies, you may get some coffee, and that's all amazing. But I also want to encourage you to pat your own self on the back. Remind yourself of who you truly are, because you are amazing. All right. And don't forget to go to kidmystery.com to join our hub. If you really enjoyed this message, if you feel as if you want to learn more about what we do and how we support teachers and how we're going to continue to help you grow and flourish in your roles as educators. Okay. It doesn't happen overnight, but you will make an impact. Now, if you have any questions, you're more than welcome to reach out to me and do a 101 support call and hop on a call, and we can definitely have a chat. I'm also open to anyone who would like to have me at your schools Or if you want to join our community, make sure you reach out to us here at Kid Mystery, where we are unpacking the science behind learning for all kids through supporting teachers in an amazing work that you are doing. You are also more than welcome to stay connected. Join us on Facebook, join us on YouTube, on LinkedIn, and Taji Teaches on Instagram. Join the party because I'm telling you, honey, we are having a blast over here and we are steady in the business of elevating you, giving you the gems, the laughs, the tools, the light, the love, all that you need in order for you to be successful. And I'm already excited about what you're doing in your classrooms. And I cannot wait to continue to see you bloom in your classrooms. All right, my lovelies, I hope you had an amazing day. And I hope that you enjoyed this message. And I'll see you next week in the room. Bye.